Hello everyone, let's begin our session. And in this particular session, we'll be understanding like what is Terraform and how actually we are going to install Terraform and how we are going to create infrastructure using Terraform, all those things. Let's see. Uh, let's understand. Let's start with the basic thing like what is Terraform. Okay, let's start with what is Terraform and all. Let's see this one. So we all know like Terraform is an IAC tool. Terraform is an IAC tool. IAC stands for infrastructure as a code. Terraform is an IAC tool. If someone asks you like what is Terraform, usually it will be like Terraform is an IAC tool. IAC stands for infrastructure as a code. And this Terraform is an open source tool. We can go ahead and we can go to the Google and we can search for Terraform. We can install it, we can download it, we can install it, and we can use it. We can make use of it. It's an open source tool. It's freely available. And it is created by an organization called HashiCorp in the year 2014. So think about 2014. Before 2014, we don't have Terraform. Terraform came into the picture in the year 2014 only. So it is an open source tool created by HashiCorp in the HashiCorp organization in the year 2014. The very first thing is like, what can we do with the help of Terraform? We are saying like Terraform is an IAC tool. What can we do with this with the help of this Terraform? With the help of Terraform, we can create infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Let's explain. Like, what is infrastructure? What are the different types of things? What are the different types of infra things that we can create with the help of Terraform? All these things we can understand in detail. Before that, let's see what are the other IAC tools which are popular. We have some other IAC tools which are popular like Terraform. We have CloudFormation in the AWS. Similar to the Terraform, we have CloudFormation in the AWS. We have a tool like Heat, Ansible, SaltStack. All these are the similar tools like Terraform only. We can create infrastructure. We can manage the configuration. And we all know like Ansible is basically called as a configuration management tool. Ansible can also be used to create infrastructure. Ansible is not only a configuration management tool, Ansible can also be used to create infrastructure. So that's why like these are the similar tools. These are the IAC tools which are popular. Terraform, similar to the Terraform, we have CloudFormation, Heat, Ansible, SaltStack. All these are the similar tools like Terraform. Okay, let's understand. What does the Terraform actually supports multiple cloud providers. Very interesting thing is like here, the very interesting thing is Terraform supports multiple providers. By using Terraform, we can create infrastructure in AWS. We can create infrastructure in Azure. We can create infrastructure in GCP, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, VMware. There are many more cloud providers. We can create infrastructure in any of the cloud by using Terraform. That's a wonderful thing that we need to understand. We can create infrastructure in any of the cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, Alibaba Cloud. There are many more cloud providers are available. We can create infrastructure in any of the cloud provider by using Terraform. So what do you mean by IAC? IAC stands for infra as a code, infrastructure as a code. Meaning we will simply write the code. With the help of the code, we are going to create infrastructure. We'll run the code, infra will get created. That's why it is called as infrastructure as a code. We'll write the code, we'll run the code, so that infra will be created. Let's understand actually, first of all, before we understand all these things, how we are going to create infrastructure. This is the basic thing that we understood. These are the multiple cloud providers we have. Let's understand how we are going to install Terraform. Installation of Terraform is very, very simple. Go to the Google, search like Terraform download. You can go to the Google and search like Terraform download. Since you are using Windows operating system, you need to select Windows operating system. You see, very simple. You just click on download. And it is here we have two options like AMD 64 and ARM 64. We have Windows operating system. Like since we are using Windows operating system, we will select this one, download option. And here we will be having multiple options based on the machine that we are using, based on the operating system we are using. We'll go for it. So this is the Windows one. You can go for this one for Windows down AMD 64. We are downloading AMD 64. Since we are using Windows operating system, we are downloading this AMD 64 version. Got downloaded. So usually what happens is like whenever you download the Terraform, usually it will be downloaded. This zip file will be downloaded. First of all, what we need to do is we need to extract this zip file. Extract this zip file. How to extract, we know, right? So just give a right click on it. Use extract option so that the file will be extracted. Very simple. You don't need to install Terraform. So usually a zip file will get downloaded and you need to extract the zip file so that you will see the folder like this. Just open the folder and see you'll be having a terraform.exe file. You'll be having terraform.exe file. That's it. You don't need to click on this Terraform. You don't need to install by using this terraform.exe. Terraform.exe is available. You see, if terraform.exe file is available, you can run Terraform commands. Let me show you. I'm not installing Terraform. Terraform setup is done. You need to download the zip file. Very simple. You need to download the zip file and you need to extract the zip file. That's it. Terraform installation is done. So once you open the Terraform folder, you will see there is a file called terraform.exe. And you need to, if you want to run the Terraform commands, you need to open the command prompt there in the same place where your terraform.exe file is available. See, I have opened my command prompt in the place where my terraform.exe file is available. In this location, my terraform.exe file is available. That's why I have opened my command prompt here. And I'm just trying to run a command like Terraform. I'm simply running a command called Terraform. If I simply run a command called Terraform, you see Terraform is working. And you can also see the Terraform version. How to see the Terraform version? Terraform space hyphen version. I'm just giving like the command to see the Terraform version. Yes, Terraform is installed. Terraform v1.9.8 Terraform is installed. It is installed on Windows. And you can also, usually the basic commands that we use for Terraform is like Terraform init, Terraform plan, and Terraform apply. We'll discuss about the commands later. But we need to follow a proper order. We need to have the code and we need to have the provider information. Without provider information, we cannot run all these commands. We'll see how to run all these commands. For now, we need to understand like how we need to install Terraform. Terraform installation is very, very easy. You need to download the zip file and you need to extract it. And you see, I'm just closing this one. Okay, I have opened this command prompt in this particular path where my where my exe file is available. In this particular path, my exe file is available. Terraform exe available. I'm closing this. Here, the Terraform is working, but I'm closing this one, and I'm opening the command prompt in a different path. I'm opening the command prompt in a different path. So when I'm opening the command prompt in this path, and I'm just checking like Terraform install, Terraform version. I'm just trying to see the Terraform version. Terraform is not recognized. It is not finding out the Terraform version. Make sure that we can only run the Terraform commands where the terraform.exe file is available. Otherwise, you need to set up a path. You know how to set up a path, right? We know how to set up a path. We will simply copy this folder. I'll simply copy this folder. Or otherwise, if the Terraform, this is the path, right? This is the path where my exe file is available. This is the path where my exe file is available. I'm copying this one. I'm going to edit. Okay, I'm going here. I'm going for this one, edit the system environment variables. Edit the environment variables. Come here. You need to give a new one, edit. Sorry, I'm going for new. Otherwise, select this path, edit. I'm going for a new one, pasting the path over here. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, what I'm doing is like, so where you have downloaded the Terraform, wherever the file you have, okay, wherever the Terraform file you have in the place, okay. Suppose if you have the Terraform file, the exe file, okay, whatever the exe file you have downloaded, right? This is the zip file we have downloaded. After extracting the zip file, we got the exe file. So this is the path you need to copy. You can copy this folder into some C drive also. But here I am just copying the same path and I'm going to the edit system environment variables. Okay, I'm going to open this edit environment variables. And here I'm going to select this one, path. Select this path. Double click, okay. Select this, sorry. Edit the system environment variables, path, new, or otherwise just give a double click on it. And here you can add it, click on new. I have already added. This is the path I have given. Okay. This is the place where I have terraform.exe file. I'm closing it. I'm not making anything. I just added the path. Now I'm opening the Terraform. I'm opening the command prompt from anywhere. If you open the command prompt from anywhere and you can run the command, you can run the Terraform commands. I'm just opening my command prompt. Okay. In the C users drive. And I'm just running a Terraform version. You see now Terraform will work. I can see the Terraform version. So once you set up the path, Terraform, you can see the Terraform version. If this is done, okay, once this is done, I will show you like what we are going to do, how we are going to run, how we are going to create infra by using Terraform. Okay, we have just done like the installation of Terraform only, and we need to understand the Terraform providers now. As I told you, the very important thing, as I told you, Terraform supports multiple cloud providers. By using Terraform, you can create infrastructure in AWS, Azure, GCP, and any of the cloud platform. Let's take an example of AWS cloud. Okay, let's go to the AWS cloud and let's create some infra in the AWS cloud. Suppose if I am choosing AWS cloud, if I would like to create infrastructure in the AWS cloud, I need to open the Terraform registry. There is a website called Terraform registry. Go to the Google and search like Terraform registry. Very simple. Okay, Terraform registry. Open Terraform registry. Click on Terraform registry. This is the place where you can find all the providers. Once you open the Terraform registry, just click on the browse providers, go to the browse providers, and you will see here you have AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes. You can create infrastructure in Kubernetes. You can create infrastructure in Alibaba Cloud, Oracle. There are many things, right? You can see here many other things which we don't know. All these things, right? Google Beta, Oracle Public Cloud. There are many things. In all these things, we can create infrastructure. Even we don't know some of the names here. These are the popular cloud providers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. All these are the popular cloud providers. I'm going to the AWS cloud provider. I'm just clicking on AWS cloud provider. I'm just going for a documentation. Just click on the documentation. Okay. Just click on the documentation. For each and everything, there is a documentation. By using the documentation only, we will be creating infrastructure. Okay. By using the documentation, by going to the documentation only, we'll create the infrastructure. The very important thing is like you need to create infrastructure by looking at the documentation only. Suppose you need to fix now. Suppose if I want to create an AWS instance, okay, you can go here in some order, in the alphabetical order. Otherwise, you can search here with EC2. Yes, I have EC2. I would like to create EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. Under EC2, I would like to create the EC2 instance, AWS instance. And here I have a code related to the AWS instance. I have a code which is related to the AWS instance. I can create an instance by using this particular code. I will show you how we are going to create instance. For now, I will show you how we are going to create an instance. AWS EC2. You can see here AWS instance. This is the one. Okay. So there are many things. Okay, there are many things. We'll understand all these things later. But let me explain you like how actually we are going to the providers. Okay, you need to go to the website called Terraform.registry. Please go to Terraform registry. Okay, you can search in the Google like Terraform registry. You will be navigated to a website called Terraform.registry, registry.terraform.io. Click on browse providers. If you are going to work on AWS cloud, just click on AWS, and you need to select the documentation of the AWS. Very first thing is like you need the provider information. You need to mention the provider information. Without the provider information, you cannot create infrastructure. For me now, I'll show you a very simple example. How can we create infrastructure? So what I'm doing is I am going to I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to create a new folder with the name of Terraform. Okay. I'm creating a new folder. And here I'm naming this as Terraform. Okay, you can name it as anything, but I'm just keeping the name as Terraform. And here inside this, I'm going to write some code. I'm just taking a notepad. I'm taking the notepad and I would like to write some code here. How I'm going to write the code? Okay, first of all, you need to start with the provider information. Where you will find the provider information, you see, you need to go to the documentation, AWS documentation. You can see here, this is the provider information. Even if you click on use provider, it will show you the provider information. Just this, take this. You just need to copy this thing and you can paste it over here. Okay. This is also same. Okay. Even if you can find it here also. I'm just clicking on use provider. To install this provider, copy and paste this code in your Terraform configuration, then run Terraform init. If you are working on AWS cloud, you need to have the provider information. Why? Because Terraform need to recognize you are going to create infrastructure in in the AWS cloud. Suppose if your provider is different, let me show you. I'm going back to the registry. I'm going back to the Azure. If you are going to create infrastructure, just click on the documentation. You will see the documentation of the Azure. And if you need the provider information, first of all, just click on use provider. This is the provider information. This is the Azure provider information. And if you're working on Google Cloud, just go to the registry, go back to the registry, click on browse providers, go to the GCP Google Cloud Platform, use provider information. This is the provider information. You need to use the provider information because Terraform needs to understand that you are going to create infrastructure in the AWS, either in AWS, Azure, or GCP. Based on this provider information only, it will understand. I am simply copying this. Okay. I am simply copying this provider information. I'm just copying this information as it is. I'm just copying this one as it is, pasting it over here. Okay, I'm saving this and I'm going to run this. Okay, I'm going to save this file. Make sure that you are going to save the file. You need to save the file with .tf extension, whatever the Terraform file that you are writing. I'm just writing it. Okay, I'm just writing like sample.tf. I'm giving the name of the file as sample.tf. Otherwise, let's consider like we are going to create infrastructure by using EC2. We are going to create infrastructure of EC2 machine. You can provide the name of ec2.tf. Okay, I'm saving the file like ec2.tf. For now, I did not provide any entire, I'm not providing any entire information. You can see here, this is the only provided information I'm providing. Why? Because Terraform must understand that in which cloud you are going to create infrastructure. After mentioning the provided information, you need to start with what is our resource. You need to start writing the information about the resource. Okay. You need to start writing information about the resource. Let me go to the folder where I have created. This is the folder where I have the ec2.tf file, my Terraform file. In this location, I will open the command prompt. I'll open the command prompt. And the very first command that I will run is Terraform init. This is the very first command that you need to run. So once you run this command, usually it will download the entire related information about the AWS. It will download the entire related information about the AWS. You see here, it will download the provider information. When I'm minimizing it, you see here, earlier I had only this file, ec2.tf. Now it has downloaded the entire folder of AWS. It is downloading the entire folder of AWS. Maybe we have downloaded the Google one. Okay, we don't need to use this one. Let me show you what is. So I have provided the Google provider information. So we are not going to provide the Google information here. I'm removing this. What I will do is I'm going to use the AWS for now. We'll create a EC2 machine. Go to the EC2 provide use provider, copying this, and I am going to use this one. Okay, AWS information. I'm saving this, and in the folder, I will remove all these things. Okay, I will remove all these things. The Terraform folder. Where is this one? This one. Okay, this is the Terraform folder. Inside the Terraform folder, what I'm doing is I'm removing all these things. I have only ec2.tf. Even if I open this ec2.tf, I will show you what is the content that I have written. This one, only the provider information I'm mentioning. Required provider, AWS. From where? Source, from where I'm downloading. HashiCorp. Source is HashiCorp. Directly it is connecting to the HashiCorp/AWS and it is downloading the version of 5.74.0. Terraform is connecting to the AWS provider. It is downloading the AWS provider information from HashiCorp/AWS. Version is 5.7.74.0. This is how actually it is downloading the folder. When I run this, okay, I'm saving this. Anyhow, I would like to save this and I would like to run the Terraform init command. Sorry. I would like to run the Terraform init command now. See, when I run the Terraform init command, it will download the provider information. It is downloading the provider information. You see, I'm just giving a Terraform init command. The very first command that we use in Terraform is Terraform init. The purpose of Terraform init is to download the provider plugin information. Yes, Terraform has downloaded. Now you see here, I am able to see the Terraform folder inside the providers. You can able to see the AWS folder. This is the version that we got downloaded. This is how actually it will download the plugin related information when you run Terraform init command. That's it. Terraform init is done. Now what we have to write? We have to write the code, right? We have to write the code. This is just on provider information. Along with the provider information, you need to create a resource. Okay, you need to create a consider we are creating a resource called EC2. We are creating a resource called EC2. As I told you, you need to go to the documentation. Just click on the documentation. You search for the resource here. I would like to create a resource called EC2. Just go to the EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud. Now we would like to create an EC2 instance. This is the EC2 instance. Just click on EC2 instance and slowly come down. This is the actual, okay, this is the actual code that you need to copy. So how can I understand that this is the code that I need? All these things will come with practice, okay? Suppose if you are creating a resource of AWS instance, it is clearly saying that the resource, this is the code for resource AWS instance. This is the code for AWS instance. Just copy this. Just copy the code. Paste it over here. I would like to create a resource which is called AWS instance. And I need to provide the AMI. It is mandatory. Okay, mandatory fields will be there. Some mandatory fields will be there. We need to provide the mandatory fields. So this is the AMI. AMI we need to provide. Instance type we need to provide. Tags. We need to provide the tags. Tags are mainly for like, this is an optional thing. Tags are optional thing. You can either provide it or not. We'll understand what is the use of tags and all. But you see here, this is the resource. This is the code that we are writing for creating a resource. What kind of resource we are creating? AWS instance. And we are providing the name for the instance. You can provide any name. I'm just providing the name of the AWS instance as web server or something. You need to provide, these are the two mandatory fields that we are providing. There are many things, right? For creating an instance, there are many things you need to choose. You need to choose AMI, instance category, instance type. You need to select storage part. You need to select. I'm sorry. Storage part, you need to select many things. But some mandatory fields will be there. These are the mandatory things that we need to provide. Okay, I'm just giving this information. How to provide this information? You need to go to the AWS cloud. You should have the AMI information. You should provide the AMI information. You should provide the instance information, T3.micro or T2.micro, whatever you want to create, you need to provide. So let me go to the AWS cloud and show you. I'm just trying to log into the AWS cloud. Inside the AWS cloud, like I would like to choose the AMI for now. AMI, EC2, I'm going to the EC2 category. AMIs. We have some default AMIs. Usually, whenever I'm creating an instance, right? Click on instances, launch instance. When I'm launching the instance, the very first thing is like you see, I have AMI. Okay, I have an AMI. First, I need to choose the AMI. You can choose the you can choose more AMIs. Here we have the AMIs, right? We need to choose an AMI from here. So AMIs created by me is 0. Quick start AMIs. We have commonly used AMIs. My AMIs, AWS Marketplace, community. Okay, there are many AMIs. I'm just going for quick start AMIs. I'm going for quick start AMIs. And you need to choose I'm just going with Amazon Linux. Since this is I'm just selecting this AMI. If I'm selecting the AMI, we need to have the AMI information. Just we need to copy the AMI. Okay, I'm just copying this. This is the AMI information. I'm just copying it. Okay, image ID. This is the image ID. Once you open the image, you'll find the image ID. Just copy the image ID and virtual machine server type is t2.micro. These two things I will be providing in the file. Okay, I am going to give t2.micro and the image ID will be something like this. AMI, I'm keeping this in the quotes, double quotes. That's it. So I'm just providing the resource information. AWS instance I'm creating. The name of the instance is web server. AMI, this is the AMI I'm providing. The instance type is t2.micro. Tags I'm providing as an optional thing. Okay. So now my instance will be created. Okay. The tag that is attaching to my server is hello world. The server tag. Okay. The server I'm creating, the name of the server will be created with hello world name. Okay. So before you create the resource, some authentication, how can the Terraform know that it has to connect to some AWS account and it has to create this resource in the AWS? So this is the code which is mainly for creating the resource only. Before you provide that, you need to have some authentication happens. You need to provide some authentication details. How can we get the authentication information? Again, you need to go to the Terraform registry. Please go to the Terraform registry. Inside the Terraform registry, you will see if you are using the documentation, you will see the very first page called AWS provider. Under AWS provider, it will show you the authentication information. It will give you the authentication information. You will see the authentication information. This is the main thing that we need to use. Okay, this is the part this is the code you need to copy and use it. Provider AWS. Anyhow, we are providing the anyhow we are giving the provider information. So provider is AWS, region is US East. I would like to create. Okay, I'm selecting. I would like to create my instance in AP South 1A, AP South 1. Okay, region is AP South 1. And we need access key and secret access key. Where I will find this access key and secret access key? Let me show you. I would like to find out where my access key and secret access key in my AWS account. I'm opening the AWS account. So if you go to your profile, you will see the security credentials. Okay, at the end in the profile, you will see the security credentials. Open the security credentials. Under security credentials, you can able to under security credentials, you can able to see some option like access keys. Go to the access keys, click create a new access key. Okay, I would like to create access key. I need to understand the terms and conditions. Okay, I need to understand like for creating creating a access key. I'm just creating an access key. You see, whenever you create an access key, it will show you two things. Okay, it will give you two things. One is access key, the other one is secret access key. Access key and secret access key. I'm just copying this access key and pasting it in my place. Usually we will handle these things in a different way. I'll show you how we'll discuss in the further sessions how we are going to handle all these things in a different way. We should not provide the access keys and all in the files itself. For now, what I'm doing is I'm going to copy the secret access key also, and I'm providing the secret access key here. I'm saving the file, okay? I'm just saving the file. This is what I'm writing, okay? First, we need to provide that provided information. We need to provide the required provided information. After that, for the authentication, I'm just giving for the authentication purpose, I'm providing like AWS account information. The region I would like to create is AP South 1. Access key and secret access key I'm providing. And I've shown you like where we have to go for access key and secret access key. And I have provided the resource information which I would like to create. I want to create an AWS instance in the AP South 1 region. The instance type is t2.micro and did with the help of this AMI. If you provide the AMI, it will create the instance. These are the mandatory options. How to find out which are the mandatory options and all we'll discuss. I'm just saving this and I'm going ahead and I'm running the another command. What is the next command? We already ran Terraform init command. That is mainly for the provider information. The very next command that you need to run is Terraform plan. Terraform init is done. So Terraform has been successfully initialized. It has downloaded the provider information. I'm going to run a command called Terraform plan. Once you run the Terraform plan, what is the use of Terraform plan command? Usually it will validate the information. It will verify the code that you have written. It will verify the code, and if there are any issues in the code, it will give you the error. If there are no errors in the code, usually what happens is it will show you the plan, what Terraform is going to do. Terraform plan is mainly for showing you the plan, what actually it is going to do. If there are no issues in the Terraform, usually Terraform will show you the plan. If there are issues in the code, Terraform will throw you the error. Okay, we are just running the Terraform plan command. Let's wait. Yes. Can you see here? It's clearly showing that 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Okay. So Terraform is showing the plan, like Terraform is going to perform the following actions. Terraform is going to create an AWS instance with an AMI. This is the AMI. And all these things we are not giving. It will take the default options and we will come to know all these things only after applying. Instance type we have provided. These are the things I have provided. AMI I provided. Instance type I provided. And nothing I have provided, right? Only those two things I have provided. Remaining things, it is taking the default values and it is creating the infrastructure by default. 1 to add, 0 to change, and 0 to destroy. It is not changing any existing infrastructure. It is not destroying any existing infrastructure. And it is going to add one thing to the existing infrastructure. One. So what is the next command that we need to run? Once it shows the plan successfully, it is not throwing any errors. Terraform is not showing any errors, right? Terraform is showing the correct plan. 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. When I run Terraform apply, the very next command that I need to use is Terraform apply. Once you run the Terraform apply, the infra will get created. The infra will be created. I'll show you. For now, I'm going to create an EC2 machine. See services. Go to EC2. Do I have any EC2 machine here? So far, I don't have any EC2 machine. I'm just opening it. I don't have any EC2 machine. Okay. I'll go to the Mumbai region. Okay. We are creating this in the Mumbai region. Just now, one EC2 machine will be created here if there is no issues with our code. Usually, I'm just running the Terraform apply command. Still, it is running, I think. Let's wait for some time. Since this is the first time that we are running, maybe it will take some time. Oh, let me go here and see. I'm just refreshing. Yes, it is asking. You want to perform, okay? It is going to create one thing. You want to perform the following actions. Yes, I would like to perform. Yes. I would like to create infra. It is asking for your confirmation. Once you provide the confirmation, after running the Terraform apply command, okay, even after running the Terraform apply command, it is showing the plan and it is asking you, you want to create this EC2 instance. Yes, you want to create this infra. Terraform will perform the following actions described above. Based on the above, it is going to perform the actions. If you provide yes, it will be created. It will be accepted to approve. Okay, it is creating. You can see here, I don't have any instance, right? Earlier, I'm just refreshing it. Can you see here? The instance is getting created with hello world. The instance is getting created with a name called hello world. The tag we provided, right? The tag we provided in the code. If you remember the tag we provided in the code, tags name is equal to hello world. The use of tag is like, it is taking the name of the machine as hello world. And with the help of this image AMI and with the instance type of T2.micro, we are creating an instance. If you want, you can see here what is the image ID and all those things. Okay. And if I open this one, you can see the image ID, what is the image ID and all, where we can see all these things slowly come down. You can see the image ID, AMI ID is ending with 6BBD. The AMI is ending with 6BBD. Is it the same thing that you are writing? AMI is ending with 6BBD. Instance type is T2.micro. Yes. Instance type is T2.micro. Can you see somewhere where the instance type and all? It is T2.micro only. Even you can see in the beginning, even you can see that in the here itself, instance type can be seen here itself. T2.micro. Instance is created. We have successfully created an instance. Hope you are able to understand like how we are creating instance, how we are creating infrastructure, how we are creating infrastructure in AWS. This is how we will create resources. This is how we are creating infrastructure in the AWS. Try to understand what we are providing. Okay, you can separate the file. You can separate all these things. Suppose if you don't want to provide the entire information, usually if you don't want to provide the entire thing in the similar file, in the same file, if you don't want to provide everything in the same file, what we can do is we can split it. We can create multiple files. We can go for creating multiple files. One is for provider. Let me show you. This is the folder I have created. For now, I have created only one file. Okay, I have created only one file like ec2.tf. Any Terraform, any file you are creating here for writing the code must be saved with .tf extension. For now, I have written only one file. Okay, I just took one file, and the entire code is kept here in the same file itself. If you want, you can separate. You can separate. So you can take this out, the provided information. You can take the provided information out and you can keep this in a separate file. And you can provide the resource information in a separate file. Provided.tf main. Okay, resource. Usually the resource information can be kept in main.tf. Let's do that. Okay. And what I will do is I'm going to separate these things. Okay. I am going to copy this and I'm creating a new file here, new document, and I'm making this as a provider.tf. Why? Because I don't want to keep the entire information in the same file. You can maintain multiple files. I'm just keeping the file name as provider.tf, and I can open this file and I can save only the provided information here. I can provide only the provided information here. In the same way, I can create one more file. I would like to save this file with main.tf. I can save this file with main.tf extension. Yes, I'm editing it. I'd like to copy this from here, the resource information. The resource information, I'm copying it and pasting it in the main file, saving it. Now what I will do is I can go ahead and I can remove this one, ec2.tf. I will delete it. I'm going to delete the other folders also. I'm going to run the Terraform commands freshly. I have two files now, you see. I'm going to delete this terraform.tf. I have two files now, main.tf and provider.tf. So provider.tf is maintaining the provider information. Main.tf is having the information related to the resource that we are creating. Now here in this particular, okay, I'm going to open the command prompt. So again, I would like to run Terraform init command, you see, in the same location. In the same location, I'm going to run the Terraform init command, you see, it is again downloading the provider information. Why? Because I've deleted that folder, right? Again, it is running and it is downloading the Terraform plugin, AWS plugin provided information. Terraform has successfully initialized. You can see here we have, okay, the Terraform, this AWS provider, AWS plugin information is downloaded. Now what I can do is, again, I can run the other commands like Terraform plan. The next command that we need to run is Terraform plan. The next command that we need to run is Terraform plan. I'm just running the Terraform plan. Need to wait for some time for running this. Okay, I'm just running the Terraform plan command. Let's wait and see what actually the output it will provide. Nothing we are doing. Okay, earlier the entire information was on the same file. Now I am just splitting the information into two different files. I'm creating a new file called provider.tf. I'm creating a new file called main.tf. I'm separating the provided information into I'm pasting the provided information in main provider.tf file, and I'm keeping the resource information in the resource.tf file, main.tf file. The similar commands I'm running, Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, all are the similar commands that I will be applying, I'll be running. These are the three commands. Suppose if I would like to delete the infrastructure, I can run another command called Terraform destroy. If I want to delete, you see here it is asking like it is showing the plan. It is showing the plan like one to add. And if you run Terraform apply, again it will ask you for the confirmation whether you would like to create. Okay. Now, one thing you need to do, what happens is like already the infrastructure is already there. Okay, the similar kind of infrastructure is already there. So I need to delete this so that, okay, I'm running the Terraform apply. So whatever the existing infrastructure I had here, I'm deleting this one. Even we can delete it by running a Terraform destroy command also. But we are just copying the same information, right? We are creating the similar instance in the same region. Okay, where we are providing this information like this is the region. Okay, this is the place where where we would like to create the infrastructure, right? It is asking to provide the value. Yes, I'm just providing the value so that the infrastructure will be created. Now, AWS instance will be created. This is how actually we create infrastructure using Terraform. We have many other examples. Okay, we can look after many other examples. We will see. We can how can we create the infrastructure, or how can we create infrastructure of S3 storage service. In S3 we will create buckets, right? S3 buckets and all. We will upload the objects into the S3 bucket. Usually we can see creating infrastructure is nothing but creating a bucket. Okay, bucket creation is nothing but infra creation. Apply completed. Yes, it is done. One resource added. Can you see the green color? It is clearly showing that apply completed. One is added, zero is the change, and zero is destroyed. You can go here and see. You can refresh it. One restart. One server is created just now, and it is running. This is how actually we create infrastructure in AWS. Thank you all. We'll discuss the rest of the things in the next session. For now, this is what I would like to